Good morning, welcome to Catex TV. My name is Frank Fortunato. Today is Tuesday, May 5th, 2015. If you want to follow us on Twitter, go to Catex TV. Yesterday, we noted that Partner Re's board of directors rejected the buyout from the Italian investment company Exor, controlled by the Agnelli family of Fiat fame. This is because a sweetened deal was put together by Axis Capital and Partner Re. Part of the sweetened deal say that Partner had renegotiated the Axis merger terms in order to pay out an $11.50 per share special dividend to Partner Re shareholders on the closing of the deal. They also added a increase in the so-called breakup fee in the event that the two companies walked away, or one of the companies walked away from the deal. It had been $250 million. Now it's up to $280 million. According to Partner Re's chairperson, the $125 a share price now that Axis is going to end up paying is a significantly stronger deal than the Exor bid. Now, the Exor bid is $130 a share. The Partner Re chairman said that significantly undervalues Partner Re. According to an industry analyst, Charles Sabaski at BMO Capital Markets, the new Partner Re Axis deal still falls short of the Exor bid, which is at $130 a share. The Axis bid is $125 a share. You do the math. Meanwhile, Partner Re is now going to be the target by Exor of what seems to be an attack on the shareholders. The Agnellis are going directly after Partner Re shareholders in order to gain the support that they need to opt against the recommendation of their own board of directors. Exor said in a statement that the revised terms of the Partner Re Axis deal are now, quote, a clear admission that the original transaction was the result of a flawed process undervaluing Partner Re, as is the case with the revised transaction. It went on to say that since Partner Re's shareholders would own about 52% of the combined Partner Re Axis entity, the so-called $11.50 special dividend is misleading. It's going to reduce the incremental value to the Partner Re shareholders to about half of that proposed dividend. Also noted that it's going to be reducing Partner Re's capital by about $550 million and weaken the company. Meanwhile, the Exor bid is an all-cash proposal. Exor went on to say that Partner Re did not properly consider the merits of its own bid. No consideration was given to alternatives when it entered into the original Axis agreement, and Partner Re refused to engage fully with Exor in response to our proposal, and refused to permit Exor to conduct due diligence, and it ceased negotiations with us. This now does look as if the Agnellis are going to be going directly after the Partner Re shareholders, and a battle royale will develop. A magnitude 7.4 earthquake struck off the New Britain region of Papua New Guinea this morning. It was a very strong quake. It hit about 400 miles northeast of Port Moresby. A tsunami threat was issued immediately, and there were small waves that eventually did hit New Guinea, but there have been no reports of any damage or injuries. Here's an interesting story. As we know that in a stroke of luck, no major hurricanes rated Category 3 or higher have struck the U.S. in the past 9 years. This is the country's longest hurricane drought in recorded history, or since at least 1851, when records began to be kept. Hurricane Wilma was the last storm to hit the U.S. in 2005. Several storms identified as Cat 3 or higher have hit Cuba, but none have made it to the U.S. A researcher at the NASA Goddard Institute for Space Studies said that he wanted to quantify how unusual this drought is. He partnered with Ace Tempest Reinsurance, which has hurricane data as well as computer models. They put together a model that looked at the major factors known to fuel or weaken hurricanes, such as temperatures of the sea, as well as hurricane-suppressing conditions in the Pacific Ocean, such as El Nino. They then put through the simulations to compare the years 1950 through 2012, 1,000 separate times, so they could learn how, under the known conditions, virtual hurricanes could hit the United States at a Category 3. They found enough data to calculate that the odds of a large hurricane hitting the United States and the likelihood of a 9-year drought. They said that an analysis showed the average wait time for the 9-year drought is 177 years, making it rare but not impossible. They also deduced that there's a 39% chance that the hurricane drought could end next year. They said that the odds don't have a connection to the length of the hurricane drought and are similar to a coin toss in that the outcome does not depend on what came before it. So, all of these hedge fund reinsurers that are coming in underwriting hurricane business in the United States, according to this study, are essentially basing it on a coin toss. 2 Mexico City subway trains collided yesterday in Mexico City at the Oceana station, which is one of the most heavily trafficked stations on the line. The Mexico City Metro has 12 lines. It's one of the most popular ways to get around in the massive metropolis of more than 20 million people. There have been no reports of any deaths. However, about 12 people were injured. Tweets of photos from the crash scene show that the two trains jammed into each other, and one train apparently was pushed up off the tracks. At least 21 people were burned to death in India after a bus fell into a ditch and caught fire. This was in the central part of India in the Panna district in Madhya Pradesh. Guy Carpenter has appointed Jim Wrynn, as Managing Director and Vice Chair of Strategic Advisor in the U.S. Mr. Wrynn joins Carpenter from the law firm Goldberg Segalla. Before joining Goldberg Segalla, he served as New York's Superintendent of Insurance. Jim Wrynn is a good guy, and we wish him the best. He will do a good job for Carpenter. That's the news for today. If we have any breaking news, we'll come back and tell you. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow.